Hi guys, you're watching Le Bon Baker. I'm Le Bon Baker and today we're going to be making some delicious and tasty savory muffins. These muffins have pesto, they've got sun-dried tomato and really yummy mozzarella cheese. I really love these muffins because not only do they taste amazing, but they're also great as a morning or afternoon tea or a light meal. So let's get to baking. Let me talk you through some of our ingredients for today. We have some semi-dried tomatoes and pine nuts. We've got some sugar, we've got some pesto, we've got some eggs of course. I've got baking powder here, not soda, with a little bit of salt in there. Flour, mozzarella cheese and a bit of cheddar, as well as milk and some lightly salted butter. I personally like lightly salted butter for savory baking. I think that it works best. You can use salted or unsalted, it's up to you. But for the full recipe, check out the link in the description below. Okay guys, first things first, what we're going to do is chuck on your oven to a moderate temperature and then get your baking tins and coat it up with either butter or some oil. I'm going to chop up my semi-dried tomatoes nice and small. What we're going to do now is we're going to separate our dry ingredients from our wet ingredients. I guess let's start with our dry and we'll go from there. We're going to mix together our flour. Now for our baking powder and the salt that's together with it. And the sugar. And give it a good old whisk. It's important to whisk all of your dry ingredients together because you don't want to have any flour bombs and you want to make sure that all of the ingredients are dispersed nicely. Now we're moving on to our wetter ingredients. So I've just chopped my semi-dried tomatoes. I've also just melted down my butter. Let's mix them all together. Now, you'll know if you're on the right track if your wet ingredients look pretty disgusting, but they're actually going to be savory deliciousness. Finally, what we're going to do is we're going to mix in our dry with our wet and then we'll combine it all together and then we're going to scoop it up into our muffin tins. This has all mixed in really well. It's kind of formed a really sticky dough-like texture and we know that it's good to go and good to be put into our muffin tins. I've only mixed it for about 60 seconds. Make sure you don't over mix it. Now I'm going to be using my handy dandy springform ice cream scooper to get all the mixture out and into our trays. If you don't have one, it's totally fine. Just use a spoon. Now before it goes in the oven, we can finish it off. Put a little cherry tomato on top or sprinkle some pine nuts, a chunk of cheese if you like. It just makes it look extra nice when you bring it out the oven. I'm going to do pine nuts and cheese. Let's get them in the oven so we can eat them. I've just chucked my muffins into the oven. I'm going to check them after about 20 minutes and I'll also rotate them at the same time. So spin them 180 degrees. We do that because we want to make sure that they're cooked nice and evenly all the way through. Everyone's oven is going to have different hot spots, so we want to make sure that they're cooked to perfection. Boom! These look awesome and I know that they're all cooked because they are lovely and golden and they also bounce back when I touch them. Nice and springy. That's perfect. If you're serving these for friends or family, you can chop up some shallots or chives and chuck them on top for a bit of added colour. Otherwise, if you're like me, you'll just want to get into it straight away. Oh, look at this. That's what I'm talking about. It's like a big warm hug for your stomach. Thanks for baking with me today, guys. Today was an absolute success. We've now got these incredible savory muffins. These will actually surprise people. They're so delicious. They've got this really nice crispy outside, and in the inside they're so fluffy and gooey with the cheese. They're gonna be so tasty. Make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel, Le Bon Baker, and we can go on a journey together. We're gonna have tips, tricks, recipes, all things for the home baker. There's got to be something that you want to learn, so let me know in the comments below.